Hello my Wolfpack and welcome to the PBAL Week 4 Team Builder, where this week we are battling, I think it's the Philadelphia Phamtumps, I'm pretty sure that it is them, and Lord Uzi, also known as Jake. And we have battled them before. We battled them in the, I can't remember what it was called, in the LDL G-Max in the quarterfinals. We did unfortunately lose to them, so we have got something to prove to them this in this season, obviously coach against coach. I want to get a win. Now, for week 3, unfortunately, there was issues with schedulings and things, and just we couldn't get the match show. I did win for a forfeit. You might have seen something instead. I'm potentially going to do a showdown mock with the team that I used, just so I have some content for week 3. But I haven't got that far yet, so I don't know if that's actually happened. Obviously, well, at the time of recording this, you haven't even seen the draft analysis, so yeah, I will get there when I get there. But yeah, we are battling Jake, and he has Raikou, which is fast and scary, Gorgeist, which is just a pain in the backside, honestly, a Shifu Single Strike, which is just a beast. Honestly, my team is scared of it. Lando team, Intimidate is a problem. I am bringing like quite a special team this week, purely because the Intimidate is very scary. Rotom Frost is not too much of a concern, but obviously things like Mudsdale and Thunderous Furion are not going to like it. Even Dragapult will not like it. So I do need to be very cautious when it comes to those. Togekiss, which is just a very scary, annoying Pokemon. Metagross, which, you know, can definitely do a lot of different things. It's a really good Steel type. Vaporeon, which is just bulky as anything. Weezing, which again is very bulky. I haven't really got any, I don't think I've actually got a Psychic type on my team, so I do expect that to come and be Levitate, because I can't counter it as amazingly as I want to. But I have got, as I said, a very special team, so it's especially attacking, not like special in like I've created some really random sets. But yeah, special team, special attacking team, and Weezing is more on the physically defensive side, so it's not as much of a problem as I might think it is. And then Turtonator, that's misspelt. I misspelt that when I typed it out. But Turtonator is the final Pokemon there as well. Now, this thing can Shell Smash and can be really quite scary. But I have got quite a fast team. Do I see any Trick Room options here? I don't know if Gorgeist gets Trick Room. Metagross probably gets Trick Room, so there is the option there. But at the same time, he has got a very fast team. And the only mon that would really benefit from the Trick Room would really be Turtonator, maybe Weezing, maybe Vaporeon, but Vaporeon is bulky as it is, so I don't see that really happening. Now, my team, we have got Mudsdale here, Mudsdale coming again. Honestly, Mudsdale is working really well for me. I think the Stamina should work really nicely. Obviously, things like Stone Age from the Lando T, or an Earthquake from the Lando T. Realistically, we should live it. We are max defense, and we do get the stamina boost as well. Obviously, if I've already got a stamina boost, then the Lando T is not going to be as scary. And yeah, we have got a few different options on here that are slightly different to what they normally would be. So we've got Earthquake, which obviously is there for the Raikou. It's there for the Metagross. It also hits the Vaporeon somewhat hard. Turtonators hit super effectively by it, so Earthquake's a really good option here. Stealth Rocks, because realistically things like Rotom Frost, the Togekiss, Weezing, and even the Lando T will take some damage from it. I don't see many of them being heavy duty boots. So that Stealth Rocks is going to be really, really helpful this week, just getting that chip damage down. Rock Slide, because obviously that hits the Togekiss, which I can't hit otherwise. It hits super effective on the Rotom Frost, if I predict that's going to switch in on the Earthquake, because it could be an obvious switch. Neutral on the Lando T's, but Lando T does have high defense, so it probably won't do too much, but it does something rather than Earthquake. You've got things like Weezing will be hit by the Rock Slide as well. And finally, I've gone for Lash Out. Now, Lash Out is there mostly for the Gorgeist. But is also there for the Lando T, because I expect the Lando T to come in on the Mudsdale, get the Intimidate off. If I can get a Lash Out at that point, I get 2 times on the power. So I'm going to be doing quite a bit of damage to the Lando, even though I'm -1 in my attack. Obviously more than I would have done with any of the other attacks. So that is something that I'm really hoping to use during this match and hoping to get it to work. But it is like what I would classify that more as a gimmick. It's there for the Gorgeist for legitimately needing a dark type move, but it also is there for any kind of stat lowering moves as well that I might be concerned of. Now, second mon we are going for is Cryogonal. Cryogonal is a pretty darn cool mon. Honestly, I saw that it matched up quite well with this team. Obviously, high special defense means that it can probably lift some hits from Raikou. Gorgeist, I know, gets fire type moves, but normally it's special. Urshifu is the big problem, huge problem, and I've made sure that I outspeed a non-scarfed Urshifu. Freeze Dry does like 45% or 55% to Urshifu, so if I've got it down in health, obviously that's going to be a really beneficial thing. But I've obviously got the option to Rapid Spin, 1 to get rid of any hazards, and 2 to allow me to outspeed some different things with like Freeze Dry, Water Pulse. I'm kind of thinking I might actually regen this. I'll have Recover on instead of Water Pulse, just because I know I'm definitely going to be taking damage. But this is good against the Lando T, it's good against the Togekiss, it's good against the Vaporeon, it's okay-ish against Turtonator, I suppose. It's good against the Gorgeist. Like, this thing is just going to work really well this week, I feel. I do have to be very considerate of a couple of other Pokemon because they will be problems, but we are going to go with this, and we're going to hopefully manage to get some damage off. We've also got Levitate if I'm predicting a Lando T Earthquake. That will be really nice just to not take any damage. As I said, EV-wise, we're designed to outspeed the Urshifu, the Urshifu, by like 1 stat. Yeah, and if I go for a Rapid Spin, obviously I'm then going to outspeed a Scarf Urshifu as well. Unless this is a Tailwind situation, but if it is a Tailwind situation, I kind of have to switch around different things and just deal with the hits. But yeah, definitely Urshifu going for close combat here would be really bad if it was Scarfed. But then I can come in and get a revenge kill on my next mon, Blaziken. Now Blaziken is, actually no, it probably is not going to be faster, but Blaziken, I believe, does live a hit from Urshifu, I think. It might not. I think it lives the dark hits. I don't think it lives the fighting hits, unfortunately. I have had to go max attack, max speed, and that is to outspeed Togekiss. As long as it's not, if it's Scarfed, it's not outspeeding, but it's matching speed. Because Togekiss, I really do want to get like air slashes off on me and get that flinching going on. I just think that would be a big problem for me. But we've got Blaze's ability, because obviously that's the only ability we can use. Close combat, kind of just, well, we've got the Urshifu, if it's not Scarfed, I believe it just goes straight down. You've got Flare Blitz, which hits the Lando T quite hard. Obviously, a Intimidate won't be very nice with this thing. Flare Blitz on the Rotom Frost, Thunder Punch on the Togekiss, Flare Blitz on the Metagross. Vaporeon, I have Thunder Punch, but I probably U-turn out realistically. Weezing, again, kind of a Flare Blitz, I reckon, is the option here. And Turtonator, I probably U-turn out because I think that thing can just Shell Smash, and I want to get a Fast Mon in. I mean, obviously, I've got a Fast Mon in already, but I want to change it up. Yeah, I think Blaziken could be a really good matchup here, depending on the situation. And that is both of my physical mons for this week, and both of them obviously are going to be dampened down by Lando T, but I've got some strategies in place, obviously, against those kind of strats. Moving on, next we have got Diancie. Now, Diancie is a really lovely Pokemon. I'm going for Moonblast, which just hits a lot of the team. Urshifu, it just destroys it. And I believe we can definitely live hits from Urshifu. We've got Diamond Storm, because I want to raise up my defense, because there are a lot of physical mons on this team. And obviously Carmine combined with that works really nicely. But I thought Diamond Storm, we'll go for the increased attack aspect of it. And Diamond Storm hits the Togekiss, for example, and Togekiss has lower defense stats, so that will be beneficial for me. It also hits the Rotom Frost for super effective damage, but it's mainly there to raise my my defense by 2 stages. Hopefully, it is a 50% chance to do that. Earth Power is my next move, and that was just kind of to cover the Raikou. It covers the Metagross, because Metagross obviously we're 4 times weak to the Steel typing. Obviously, if I predict that it's going to switch in, I can just get Earth Power and do a lot of damage. If I've got Calm Mind set up, that could definitely work really, really nicely in my favour. Especially late game, or if they try and run some kind of Trick Room scenario. We've got Deontay, which has lower speed on there. I haven't gotten zeroed out the IVs, just because there is things like Turtonator, which obviously without the Trick Room, I can then come in just Earth Power with it, and it's not going to be too much of a problem. It's actually a pretty good counter for Turtonator as well. Wheezing could be a bit of a problem here, but at the same time, I think I've got the coverage at least to do some different things to it. Yeah, that's basically my idea here. I can't get intimidated, which is really good. I don't really have too much for the Lando T. Probably realistically it'll be a Moonblast, and Lando T will Earthquake me, which is not going to be good. But if I have a Diamond Storm set up on my defense, then I should hopefully be able to live at least one hit. Obviously, base 150 defense is absolutely gigantic. Yeah, so that's Deontay. Haven't really got much more to say about it other than it's a bit of a quirky set, a bit different to what I normally run, but I think it might work. Deontay currently, unfortunately, is underperforming in the league. I know it's capable of doing so much more. I've got sweeps with it before, but you know, we're gonna try and get this thing going in the team this week. Moving on to our penultimate Pokemon, we've got Thunderous Furion. Now, Thunderous Furion, realistically, with a Nasty Plot, just can mess this team up. Under a Nasty Plot, Dark Pulse does like 2-hit KO on anything. 1-hit KO is Metagross. I think it's 2-hit KO is Lando. It might even 1-hit KO Lando. Thunderbolt at +2 will just, I think, 1-hit the Urshifu. Obviously, I'd have to be considerate of things like Ice Punch, which are definitely going to be an option for them. Gourgeist, Dark Pulse just obliterates. Raikou will realistically go for Dark Pulse because Thunderbolt is not going to do as much. But I have also got Thunder Wave on here to slow down some different Pokemon. Things like the Metagross, getting a Thunder Wave on that could be really helpful. The Urshifu, definitely getting a Thunder Wave there could be really helpful too. I don't really want to go for Thunder Wave on the Vaporeon. I really don't want to paralyze that thing. I want to poison it. That's why I have Toxic on the Cryogonal. Although, yeah, I might take the Toxic off. I'm not sure if I'm taking the Toxic or the Water Pulse off. I might take the Water Pulse off, I think. But yeah, that's basically what Thundurus is doing. It's just increasing up its special attack and then just really going to town. Obviously, Rotom Frost, if it's going for any Electric-type attacks, it doesn't really need to go for Electric-type attacks this week. Realistically, the Ice-type attack is going to do far more, but if it's predicting like the Blaze can switch in, obviously Thundurus can come in and just take the Electric-type attack. Yeah, that's kind of my thought process here. I've gone for speed-wise. I'm outspeeding the Urshifu. As long as it's not Scarfed, we are pretty good. We outspeed it. We can do damage to it. And I think the only thing on the team that will outspeed us is the Raikou. Maybe, actually, I might be outspeeding the Gourgeist. I'm not 100% sure on that one. If we come to the game, we'll see it. I kind of expect Gourgeist to be like the bulky version, rather than the super offensive version, honestly. But yeah, that's Thundurus. Just going to be a nice sweeper, hopefully, like late game, get a nice plot up and just destroy. And the final Pokemon is Dragapult. Now, I feel like I am not doing Dragapult justice at all. It has not gotten really well so far in the games that I've brought it. But, you know, I've got Expert Belt this week, and I've got 4 moves which hit almost all the team with a super effective damage attack. So we've got Raikou, unfortunately, is not hit by a super effective attack, but Dragon Pulse will just do a lot of damage. Gourgeist, we have got the Flamethrower. I didn't go for Shadow Ball here. I felt that Flamethrower was just slightly better because of the Rotom Frost. But we've got Flamethrower, that covers the Gourgeist. Urshifu, again, isn't covered by anything, but a Dragon Pulse will do a lot of damage. I just have to be very careful of Sucker Punches, because they will cause problems for me. You have got Lando T, which I have not got. Oh, I've got Scald, so Scald will do a lot. And obviously, if I get the burn on that thing, definitely going to be really helpful. Burn on Urshifu as well would be pretty awesome. Rotom Frost, Flamethrower, Togekiss Thunderbolt, Metagross Flamethrower, Vaporeon Thunderbolt, Weezing, Dragon Pulse probably, and Turtonator, Dragon Pulse again. So I have lots of mons that I can really hit here. Infiltrator in case there's any sub situations. Like I could see like a sub Vaporeon to try and stop the Toxic. I could see maybe even sub Turtonator I definitely can see. Sub Roku, I think, is pretty common usage of it as well. So, you know, just in case there is any substitute, I can pull these shenanigans with Dragapult. Realistically, I want to bring this thing in kind of late game just so we can tidy up. But we will work our way through it. I have just gone to outspeed the Raikou. I did think about outspeeding a Scarfishifu, but annoyingly a Scarfishifu has literally 2 more speed points than my maximum that I can have on Dragapult, so a little bit annoying, but you know, we'll see kind of what happens. Obviously, Shifu, if it goes for like a dark type move, I have got options to bring in like Deontay or Blaziken, and if it goes for a Fighter type move, I've then got the option to bring in Dragapult. So yeah, the swings and roundabouts I suppose, but we're going to try and work this out. What do I expect to come? Honestly, I can see all of this team coming. A Shifu, Lando T, 100%. Rotom Frost, realistically, probably comes. Metagross, I reckon, comes. Vaporeon probably comes. Gourgeist, I could definitely see coming as well. In fact, yeah, you just see, like, all of this team coming. I can see any Mon on this team. I would not be surprised if they appear. But yeah, I'm going to finish this off, so I hope you enjoyed this. If you have, please do like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Anyways, I'm out of here, so have a good one, and I'll see you soon.